Okay, so what I'm going to do today is a kind of fun all purple look that I sort of stole from Passion for Purple, or Carolyn as she's sometimes known. She did this beautiful all purple look last Friday, so I think I'm going to try to copy it a little bit, but not exactly. So what I'm going to do is start off by using Bloom from the lash line to the crease, and I've already put on my Primetime and Well Rested Clear Radiance mix. So I'm going to use the concealer brush dry because I want to do a kind of heavy application of the Bloom. And I'm just going to go from the lash line to the crease and pretty much all over the lid. I'm going to go over the outer corner with a different color, so I don't want to go too heavy over there, but you can put it just as a base kind of everywhere from lash to crease. So. And this is a good brush. It's a good idea to use a synthetic brush if you're going to pat on minerals, because they kind of hang on to the minerals really well, so you won't get a lot of fallout, and you can just pat them on there. I know some people sort of prefer the patting method as opposed to the swiping or sweeping method. So if you like to pat, synthetic brushes are great for that. Next color I'm going to use is In a Jam, and I'm going to foil that on the outer, about 1/3 of the lid, right over the Bloom. And I'm going to kind of do it in the V shape, although maybe a little big fat kind of V, rather than a nice pointy delicate one. And I'm just going to go kind of up to the crease here too. And if it's a little messy, that's okay. You can clean it up later. And I'm foiling this because dry, Bloom and In a Jam kind of blend into each other and you really can't see it. You'd have to go super duper heavy with it. So I'm just going to foil it to make it more distinct on the outer corner. Make sure it's even in the mirror. And it is for the most part, but just go back and fix anything, kind of smooth it out. And once your brush is damp, again, it's easier to kind of, like, if you've got a defined line right along and it doesn't look blended enough for your taste, just you can go back and kind of with a damp brush with just a little tiny bit on it, blend it together. Now it kind of looks like a big old mess in the crease area there, really rough around the edges, and I don't know, hopefully you got a good look at that. And that's okay, because I'm doing kind of a reverse thing today, and I'm going to use the highlight color next to blend into from the kind of brow line down into the crease, and that'll help to smooth everything out a little bit. Now I'm going to take Water Lily, which is going to be my highlight color, and using the blending brush, just put it underneath the brow like this and gently blend it. I just have it dry here, and I'm just doing a kind of light application. And then I want to kind of go back and put a little bit more on my brush and then get into that crease area to smooth out those edges. And by having some extra minerals on your brush, it kind of makes it easier to blend out that crease area, and then it makes it nice and blended. Now, if you still have like a little line there between the the foiling and the dry color, you can take a little bit of the highlight color on a blending brush like this, a big fluffy brush, and just do a little bit in the middle, and that'll you'll have a nice kind of lighter area right above the middle of your eye, which looks beautiful, and then it'll help to just blend that line so you don't have any distinct lines. Everything just kind of goes together. And then the last step is to line, and I'm going to line with Everyday Minerals Mystic Night, which is a really beautiful dark purple. And it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's got to be one of my favorite purple liners. It's just a beautiful dark purple, but it's not too dark, you know, it's not so dark that you're just wearing black, you know, but it's dark enough to add that depth and definition to your lash line. So, and you can wing it out here if you want a little bit. Do I ever not wing it out? Occasionally. So, that's that. Since I pretty much did a monochromatic look, what I want to do to just add a little spice is to dry line my lower lash line with a kind of dark but bright blue. It's 17506 or something like that. It's the zip code for Blue Ball, Pennsylvania or something, from the first Laughing Out Loud collection. In a Jam is from the second Laughing Out Loud collection. And then there's a new one out today, which I'm so excited about. And it's got blue and purple in it, so this will just get you ready for that. And I'm just going to brush that along the lash line. Now if you wanted to give it a little bit more pop, you can do it wet underneath too. I bet that would look really nice. But basically that's it. So it's not really complicated, all one color family. But I think this is kind of like a good alternative to a smoky eye. It's not so dark, but it's not like bright purple either. So you could wear it all over the place. But then again, I think you can wear anything all over the place. So thanks for watching.